Welcome, guys, to another episode of Professions. My name is Mayawa, aka
Big Daddy.
Big Dad.
I like that shit. I'm here with the beautiful,
Montana.
with the amazing
Vic Lynch.
guys.
My wife, want me to call you Big Daddy, you need to be paying me money. Be my Big Daddy.
That's true, actually.
Even me. Be
Yeah.
my
Look,
Big Daddy.
we're asking for
Daddy.
donations, as you guys can see, so that we can keep this
At least
Podcast
just
going.
give me 100 euros every week to just keep
every
my
week.
mouth
Every week.
shut.
That's a lot of money,
Yeah,
man.
that's getting free gig for what? Yeah. 4 times $400.
No. That's a lot of money.
Times 2 because I'm also, yeah.
800. Yeah, come
So
on.
once we start getting paid more, we can do something. Guys, how was the week?
The week is fine.
Can't even remember what happened.
It went by
okay.
really fast
Yeah.
The
though.
weeks always go by quick
Yeah.
these days.
I
Me
feel like
personally.
it just goes by faster every year.
Every year.
Yeah, but that's when you're older. Once you're done with school and you can kind of like
Yeah.
manage your own life, that's when life kind of like,
Because school just started for some people, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know.
that's true.
I was driving past like this public school last week at the first day of school, and I just saw like so many parents gathered outside sending their kids, and I thought that's so sweet. Like one dad was actually crying, and his friend or whatever family
Really?
member, yes, he came and he tapped her on the back saying everything's fine.
To the dad.
To the dad was emotional. It's
I think I'm
emotional.
emotional, but not that emotional.
I would be emotional.
Should be toxic. Hey, yo, stop crying, you little bitch. Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
No, but I get it, but I don't know if I would cry. I would be emotional, but not cry.
Yeah, that's me. I'll be emotional. Because sometimes I look at my son, I'm just like, eventually this guy's gonna have a beard.
Yeah.
So currently I'm always holding him,
And it's,
Eventually it's gonna be like, look,
and
Dad,
it's going to be
step
going
back.
to places that I used to go to.
probably.
Something weird.
Force Garden.
Something weird.
He's gonna
happened
call
to
something
me.
else. VX or something. I don't know. Fox X.
Maybe it will be called VIP, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know.
Might even be the inventor of a nightclub.
Well, if he look, I just want him to be successful no matter what he does.
Exactly.
Oh,
Something-
no, let's not say no matter. Let's say I just want him to
That's
be. Yeah.
in a legal way.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Just,
but prostitution is also legal.
in some places, yeah.
So,
yeah.
but no.
No, but
let's
no,
say like normal
no.
stuff. But something weird happened today. Like yesterday, I was driving home,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw my bro.
What
Like,
time were you driving home?
Around 9 or 10.
Which one? How old was he?
My 18-year-old brother.
Mhm.
Okay.
Doing what?
Where was he?
Tall girl, spazieren, taking a walk. So I was
Cute.
like, okay, this is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried not to call him, and
Did you pull over?
no, I just like flashed. So he saw me.
That's worse.
No, but it was very obvious. Like,
You be like, love, bro. Do your
so
thing.
then I
see you.
just drove away. So I didn't call him.
Mhm.
I think he felt the need to call me. Was like, oh yeah, are you at home? I was just coming back from training. I'm like, shut up, man. I don't care. You don't have to explain anything to me. Like,
Don't you find it so cute?
for me, it was cute.
Yeah.
But then he was lying to me. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not,
he
it's
didn't-
Not,
He didn't need to call you.
Maybe it's the time for you to change you guys' relationship dynamic, because you seem more of a dad, like a
Yeah.
brother dad rather than a brother.
Yeah, but
Right now, you need to let go of the dad.
no. But the thing is,
Not let go per se, but
with my
be more of
siblings, I think I'm more relaxed now. When they were kids, oh my lord, no. But right now, I see them like I didn't even say anything. He called me. I didn't call him.
yeah, because
He called
you
me-
always used to be like,
He
Yeah.
called me. I think he felt a need to.
He did.
Yeah. So then he came to my house. Was like, "Oh, can I come pee?" I'm like, "Really? Why do you need to pee at my place?" Like, so then he came. Was like, "Oh, today we won 4-0. You know that girl that you saw me." I'm like, I didn't ask for any explanation.
That's nice.
Just
That's
leave.
nice though.
But this is where you need to help him to, not help him, but if he feels like he wants to go on a date with the girl and you've got advice, you should help him and just, make it easier for him. And if he feels like he can't speak to his mom or
Yeah.
be at home, then you have to be that person.
Yeah, I think even with my sister, like we went to what's it called, Africa Target together. The last day of Africa Target. I don't think I've ever seen like a lot of like. There's so many kids in Vienna, like we have a lot of black kids, like around that. Let me just say teenage kids. They turned Africa Target to a nightclub because for them it was like this is the only time they could play. Like, so all of them brought their music boxes out. They were vibing, and I just saw my sister. Like, she's like 15 now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw how happy she was. She's like, I'm like, let's go. It was already 10:30 p.m. She's like, 30 minutes, no, like 30 minutes more. I'm like, I need to work tomorrow. 30 minutes. Like, even speaking to a guy, I could see how happy she was. She's like excited about it.
It's the beginning stages.
I'm like,
cute.
You gotta let this shit go. I think
You gotta let it go, Victor.
I think at this point you have to advise them on the dangers of what the world is.
Exactly.
Instead of just trying to meet.
Because they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But just tell them the reality of it.
Yeah, it's better for you to know that they're doing certain things rather than you just being like, don't do this, you don't, because it's gonna be way worse.
Excited she was, like her eyes was like, even when guys were talking to her, like I don't know who they were, she was like so excited. The way she was just blushing.
15.
She's like,
yeah, she also needs the validation that she's
and I think
good looking.
That's the age where like
It's the worst age
they fall
for
in
a
love easily.
person.
Just the conversation with one good looking guy, they're like,
Do you think so? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
wasn't like that at all.
no, when I say fall in love, not like they're just excited about it.
Yeah, because that's that age where we start looking at at a guy, or we're like, oh, actually, he's cute.
Yeah, but it's scary. I'm just like,
why is it scary?
I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, it's life.
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And the funny thing is, she was with her best friend, and anytime she saw me, I think she would try to like, avoid me. Like, that's big, bro. Just go.
Yes.
But then when she needs money, she'll come. Like,
Of course,
of
course.
course, yeah.
She doesn't need your shit, you know.
But she doesn't need me for anything else.
She
Like,
only needs you for money.
No.
and then with my other brother brother was there. He completely ignored my sister.
Because they obviously, do you think they're best friends that night? They don't know each other.
But I'm like, that's so weird. So she would come to my brother and then he'd be like, nah, give it, like go away, like don't come here. And then my brother would be like, your friends are weird, like I don't like any of your friends. And vice versa.
But
Why should you like your
exactly? You shouldn't. You have your own life.
Exactly.
To your sibling.
Do you, I'ma do me.
Yeah.
Unless your sister, unless your sister has a few girlfriends that are spices, you know.
Then I can
Other than
move in.
that,
because I never experienced that. I felt like I grew up differently. I mean, I grew up.
there's a big age gap, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, it's very. I liked watching that. I would really take them out again to just see that. Because I wanted to go there to like, but I just had to sit. Because I felt like an uncle.
I told you, you're in your uncle vibe
I
era.
felt like because I had to like, even like, I couldn't even speak to anyone because I felt like if I spoke to someone, they might be 15 or 16. The 15, 16-year-olds now, the way they grow is crazy. They are like,
Cynthia's Hair Couture is your number one-stop shop for all things hair related in Vienna. Braids, cuts, coloration, styling, products for men, women, kids, and much more. Book your appointment now and be amazed by the hair couture specialist. You can find her on Instagram at Cynthia's Hair Couture. Don't be surprised by the compliments you receive after.
I saw a 15-year-old who's like 2 meters tall.
Really?
They come in with mad confidence. Like they're like, yeah, Alex Club, bro. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, but I think
So
I think
weird.
every generation says that. Oh, these new kids. It's always the same thing. It's not the case. It's just how life is. But they're just pretending because they don't know life yet. You know.
No,
Until
everyone's insecure at that age.
Exactly, but they have to pretend like, oh, I'm so
Yeah,
mature,
yeah.
but you don't know shit, man.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
well, that's how it goes. Well, that's why I always tell people like, you don't need to be dating young. Let the young people date each other.
Exactly.
You that is already old, used, date within your sphere.
because like
It's unfair.
that place, it was just full of teenagers.
Yeah, let them have
So
fun.
I just had to sit down. I'm just like, let me just sit and watch. I couldn't even dance because I'm like, it's so weird right now, just dancing.
To dance.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
be
I'm
like,
glad you felt the weird and awkward.
but I just be like, who
There's
is this
some
uncle?
uncles that don't feel like that, and they
I'm
will.
like, nah, I can't even.
Imagine somebody's asking, who is this uncle? Somebody's like, I think that's your brother. To one of your brothers, like, no, he looks like his dad.
It's so weird. Like, and that's why I feel like at some point, I need to stop going to the club.
Yeah.
At
No,
some
no.
point, I need to
No,
stop.
I always say you don't need to stop going to the club.
Nah,
you just
but
no,
there-
you need
there's
to go
certain-
to the right club.
No,
That's why I always say
certain
like
occasions.
Yeah, there's a right
Yeah,
club
yeah.
for you.
there's a
then.
right club for you. So that because the conversations are different, you know. I don't want to be like you see those young kids now that were going to a club, they are dancing heavy, jumping from one side to another.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you don't have money, that's what you can do.
Yeah.
That's how you entertain yourself. Now that we are older, we're working, we have money, there's no need for us to be jumping up and down.
I just can't picture myself, club settings where like there'll be a circle and some random guys will just jump in and start dancing.
But that's
But were you ever like that?
Never.
but that's how you attract the mates. But it works for some people. That's how they attract.
It works for the youngies. Yeah.
Exactly. When you're old, it's not like, do you want to dance now? Buy me a drink. Let's have a conversation. Let's get to know each other.
Even I like that one more, and
Buy
I'm
me
actually
a
still
drink.
part of the young ones,
You see? Me, I also like when people buy me a drink. Oh, come buy me a drink.
but not in the club.
The problem in the club is just too loud, but good clubs that
I
always
feel
have
like clubs
sections.
is just predator vibes.
Nah, I won't say so.
It depends on what kind of club.
I won't say so.
Just
See,
in
there are
general.
clubs in Vienna is predator vibes. I don't want to mention them.
Yeah.
It's not.
We don't want to give them no
It's
shout
not.
outs.
Clubs that you don't pay to enter, it's predator vibes. Yeah. One example comes to mind that I can't mention. Like it's mostly 80% guys, 20% girls.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't go out in Vienna,
Nah,
so I have no clue.
that's a crazy ratio.
I would
For me-
not
But you
go
know the
out
cl-
there.
but you know the
No,
club I'm
yeah,
talking
but for
about.
me nowadays, if I wanna enter a club, you need to tell me the ratio. I need to see a live update, like what's happening.
I just want to know the music, and then I kind of have the vibe.
Nah. For me, I need to know how many girls are in there, what type of girls are in there before I enter.
Yeah, but you can't always know that.
No, but for me, it's an investment. This shit is an investment, man.
You can't always know. The thing is, I go to club just to hang out with my friends. At this point, I don't go to club for the music
Not
anymore.
me, man. I can call
Or
you.
for
I can call you if I
anything.
want to hang on. Man. Just call you. Like
Yeah,
let's
but
do
it's just
something
like
afterwards.
an occasion where like there's music, there's drinks. You can
But
just
I
talk.
want to see like good-looking people.
Yeah, obviously.
That's
ideally
true.
you
I
wanna
I like
see
the I like the essence of okay. We are going out. We look nice. We dress nice.
But it isn't really like that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I like this.
It is.
vibe,
It
you know?
depends on which event.
Probably,
It
yeah.
depends on which event. I don't want to mention names.
Let's not
but-
mention.
Not mentioning names.
But like there are certain like events in Vienna where you just feel like
It's nothing.
it's nothing.
You're not even gonna try.
But the music is also important. That's true. The music is also important. For me, it's like if you're in a club and the sound system is crap, like I'm already annoyed, man.
When I go clubbing, I want to hear like old school songs, R&B, hip hop. That's the type of thing I like
No, I
listening
don't
to.
want to hear that.
Afro beats is also fine, and like Amapiano, it's also nice. I'm not there for the techno stuff or like
that's calm.
I'm not really there for the uns music.
Now,
I want to feel and dance.
music, you can only listen to it for maximum 30 minutes before you go crazy. That's my threshold.
I
Anything
agree.
above that,
But
I'm
there's
like,
but there is uns music for us.
Like we said, like the Afro
Yeah.
houses and all cool.
That's nice, but then that's in a different setting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. I want that old school clubbing vibes. Like when my sister tells me stories, then I'm like, oh, I can't believe you were there, and like we only see it in movies. Well, I only see it in movies. You were probably also there, right?
Where?
During those clubbing 2000s.
No, I'm not that old.
Okay.
Okay.
My wife had to say, okay.
Let's like go out.
Probably 2010s, right? Like
Nah,
that?
10 was already out then.
Oh.
I actually started
20.
going out when I was 20. After my bachelor's. I didn't go out before.
Wait a second. I was around two. Okay, maybe you're right, but not like
No, but
2000, but maybe like 2003, 2004. That
Oh
was
my
when I was starting
gosh.
going out. Yeah,
Like
How
the
old
clubs,
were you
like the
then?
clubs.
yeah, but you kind of like sneak
2000,
in.
I was 4.
God damn.
I wasn't even born yet.
Shit, like you guys have making me,
2003, I was 7.
you guys have make me feel old, but it's vibe
Sorry.
still. Back then it was hip hop was raining.
Yeah.
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 No, I wouldn't even say hip hop was raining because there was still like fragments of cultures. You know, you have the skaters. The skaters are not punks. Then you have the dead boost hard rock and rollers that are always dressed in black.
Yeah.
Then you have the techno guys, and you have the gabbas. You know, because the difference in type of techno. There's hard style. There's tectonic. There's house.
They're all the same.
You have like all types of fragments, but now everything is kind of like together. Everybody looks the same. Everybody kind of like dresses. I would say that everybody dresses hip hop, but people are just not necessarily listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
But everybody dresses hip hop because that's the way that we nowadays dress.
The 2000s.
Yeah.
2000 style.
Let me ask you this question, by the way. Do you like the way the new generation dresses?
Nah. It depends on who. It depends on what it is.
Why? What makes you like?
But I'm not hating on it though.
My sister just laughs because she says it's things that she wore, like 90s clothing.
Exactly.
She wore
It's a
90s.
mixture.
She wore 2000s.
I don't like the 90s though. I hate the 90s style.
Really? I love 90s.
I feel like the new generation style is wavy.
Wavier?
Yeah, they are more comfortable in their fashion sense, and they are more explorative.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's true.
I beg to differ.
Why?
Like I already
There are
told
certain
you.
things that-
No, like I already told you, there were people who are walking around looking like fucking demons, yeah? And that's the style. And they dress up every day, like metal chains, like rockers, all this. That's why I'm saying like people have just mixed all types of fashion sense together to create
more variety now.
There's always
They are
been
not
variety.
no, yeah, they are also, but this new generation they are not one dimensional anymore. And I'm speaking for like the blacks. I don't know. I'm speaking for like because
Okay.
I'm speaking for like the black kids.
Mm-hmm.
I remember growing up, like there's certain hairstyles that were kind of you dare not even try it.
Mm-hmm.
Just growing up.
Yeah.
So that's why I said like there's more variety. I feel like they are more like, and
People aren't afraid to
They're not
explore
afraid. And the
anymore
thing is-
because I feel like maybe either the generation doesn't care what other people think, which, you know, everyone does care to a certain extent.
Shall I tell you the reason why?
Right.
I feel like it's because they are not afraid to talk back at our parents.
Yeah, but you also have to bear in mind their parents are also. How old can the parents be? They grew up in the 80s.
Yeah. So it's like
80s-ish.
parenting is more lenient.
So
now,
they are
like,
also more kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, they're already millennials. They don't want the kids to kind of like feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So it's different. Like, look, bro, when I was going out, like I would wear pink. My mom would go crazy. She'd be like, I don't want people to think that you're gay. Montana,
when I was growing up,
wearing pink was crazy.
I dare not. Anything that is far away from what my was wearing right now is a taboo. They'll send me back to the barbers. I dare not. I dare not like dye my hair. I want to die.
Wow.
that's like a dead wish. Yeah. But now I could see my siblings dyeing their hair, and my mom might say, oh, and then at some point she'll just be like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
But I think they're also consuming different media now. You know, that changes their minds. Yeah. And like,
but at the same time, you also see that some of our parents' friends, they also dyed their hair. So they're thinking to themselves like, maybe they're also changing. So let me just give them a bit of leeway, you know?
Yeah. Because even the things that my siblings do now, like, they don't even do it back then.
What do they do now?
Like, for example, my siblings could still be outside till 11.
Oh yeah, no, that's unfair.
Like,
but you guys are firstborn, so it's different. No,
it is different.
But you guys are firstborn, so the firstborn is like
That's so different.
You guys set the path.
Even sometimes the way my mom will be speaking to my siblings, I'll be like,
Understandable.
Is this still you?
I know.
Like, are you sure you're the same mom that raised me?
Of course, she is.
Right now, she's more on like, I'm begging you rather than.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They're giving you a choice. I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice growing up.
Yeah, but like I said, you guys are firstborns. The firstborn is always more difficult because you're trying to set a pathway, and you're also learning and trying to figure it out why you're basically parenting that child, and then you kind of like figure it out. You'll be like, okay, this wasn't. But you never tell your kid. That's the thing. You never tell your kids, okay, I made a mistake here.
Yeah,
I should have let you do this. Blah blah blah. So now with your siblings, your parents are more like.
It's so unfair because I've had.
You think it's unfair?
It's so unfair because I've had situations
I don't know
where
if it's unfair.
in high school I wasn't allowed to do certain things, not allowed to go to parties, or even like in my final year of high school, I'm okay. Granted, my birthday's at the end of the year, so I'm not actually legal, but still, I couldn't do certain things.
Yeah.
And then my brother just graduated from high school, and like he's going out to parties with his friends and stuff like that. And the one time he didn't come home, he didn't let my mom know, nothing. He actually left his phone at home. Nothing. This boy is not at home. My mom's obviously worried because she doesn't know what has happened to him. She doesn't. Eventually, they find him or whatever. He gets let off free. He just went to go sleep in bed. Didn't even apologize, nothing. What a cheek that is. If I even dared to even ask if I'm allowed to go out, and I'm writing exams, like it wasn't even a thought. I had to beg my mom to go to the movies with friends. To the movies where I was watching a BTS movie. I'm watching...
Because your mom will ask you like, okay, who are their friends? Who are their parents?
No.
I've had situations when I was coming back home and I was praying to God.
Why?
When you know, like you're entering,
you just
it's like you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to expect.
No,
I remember,
and it's all fury.
Yeah,
like you're not gonna get away with it.
Right now, the new generation.
But that's interesting. That's actually a nice segue because Montana, your mom found your podcast.
She did.
Hectic.
That's what I gotta
Montana
say.
would say hectic.
Hectic.
What does she think?
What does she think of
No,
it?
she's disappointed in me.
Why she?
How so?
Guys,
Yo,
I wasn't gonna
bad
go
girl
in. I am very. I wasn't gonna go into any detail. She didn't go into any detail. She's just a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, but what's she disappointed about?
Probably, I don't know. I didn't ask her much. I mean,
So she just said, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you," and you didn't ask why.
no, because do you want to hear all the things that your parents then say that they're disappointed in you?
If my mom says she's disappointed, I'll be like,
I want to know everything.
I want to
No.
know why you're disappointed.
No.
No, really.
Of course, I want to know.
No.
'Cause maybe I want to improve. Obviously, no. The thing is, do I want to improve? Okay, at this
At least
age,
I want to
I don't want to improve because, like,
I'm also at this age where
But I'm not here
you
to
can
cater to
tell
my
me,
parents.
yeah, you can tell me, and I understood, and like, okay, I heard what she had to say, but the same thing, it's done, it's out there. What must I do? She just doesn't want people to get to know me in this light. No one's getting to know me either way,
Exactly.
so I don't understand. And
But
you know the type of person I am, right? You know, someone can say I'm like this and like this and like this, but you know me. All the people that need to know me. So I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, same thing with my parents. Like my mom, she saw me with this hair. She was like, "Yeah, this is not you. You look like a street boy. Go and cut it off."
But how would you know the real me?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
That's always what I ask myself. Like,
And I don't think parents shouldn't really know the real you, right? Because are we friends like that?
normally they should, but we just don't.
nah, I don't think so. I think that ideally speaking, because we're now in this very mushy emotional era that, oh, my parents should be my friends. Nah, fuck no.
No.
Your parents should not be your friends.
I don't think so too.
I mean, to some extent, not like I would say a friend in the sense that you're comfortable speaking to them about most important things in your life that
No.
would like shape you.
I agree. Like you should feel safe
Yeah.
to talk to them about certain matters that happen to your that's happening in your life. But like that dating show, you shouldn't feel so comfortable that you're speaking about things like that. Right? Where that guy had to listen to his daughter talk about all the things she's done.
Hey,
You know,
what the fuck?
you draw the line.
Nah, that was crazy.
And it's also like same as Friends, right?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, look, I'm watching Ultimatum with my wife, you know? The lesbian version. I don't know.
Is it lesbian?
Yeah,
Apparently.
I don't know. I always watch
I have to
crazy
watch
shit,
it.
yeah?
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
Netflix.
So there's this one girl, she's quite very, very open with her parents about everything that she does. So now they're kind of like, you know.
How open?
Sexually open.
Wait. So now I think they're sitting in a restaurant and she obviously is having issues with her girlfriend. That's why she's on the show, Ultimatum. Now she's relating to her parents that what has transpired within their relationship. Basically saying that, yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me. And then she went into detail of what the girl was doing to another girl. Yeah, she fingered her. She did this. And obviously, you know, when you're a parent, I understand that because that's his daughter. He's just standing there. I could see in his face, he's dead inside, just like, oh, gentle parenting. This is gentle parenting. But why would you go into detail of what is happening? You can just say like, okay, we're having issues.
Yeah.
I can imagine what is happening. But
Exactly.
you don't have to detail like
Exactly.
she
You
kissed
see,
her.
so-
They were both naked in bed. They were probably using fucking a strap on. Like, come on, man.
I would want to hear the details. Do you know why? Because so that I could make at least
No, but
there are certain stories that you
no,
hear.
you don't.
No.
You don't. No, that's not how life
No.
works. Okay,
No.
If you're going to be open to me, then be 100% open.
No, don't be.
No,
Nah. She don't work like.
No,
Give-
you don't need to.
Give the most important parts
Exactly.
of the story, but we don't have to do this because.
What if that's important for
Okay,
her?
what if your daughter starts asking you now like, okay, I have a boyfriend, but he's not sexually satisfying me. How do you do it with mommy? Please be descriptive and graphic.
I'll think twice. I'll be
Hey.
like, okay, interesting.
No, Victor.
You be like,
Victor, your daughter, I think you'll be like, nah, you can't talk to me
The
about
first
things
thing
like
is-
that.
The first thing is like, how old is she?
don't do that.
No,
You see,
She's of
no.
age. Okay, she's of
No.
age. She's of
What's
age.
Of age over 18.
She's way over
Oh,
18.
yeah.
Now she's telling you like, my boyfriend, I love him to death, but I only get pleasure from fingering. But he's using his two fingers like it's a gun finger in a rave. And now you're standing there like, but mommy seems quite happy with you. So I guess that you're doing something right. How
Little
do you
does she
do it?
know.
I would be happy to like.
No, you wouldn't.
Fuck off, man.
You know why?
Nah,
only
come, that's
lying.
crazy,
I'm
bro.
not-
That's
He's
crazy.
lying.
You know, I'm trying to like picture that, like really that real scenario. But I think if she could be that open to me, that means we have like some mad relationship.
But why must you
But
have
you don't
such
have
a
to.
relationship?
But you don't have to
with
have
them?
such a relationship.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, we don't have to. But I'm not going to be like, oh, please tell me everything you do sexually. But if she feels that comfortable to tell me something like that, I would respect it and I would help her.
I feel like there has to be. That's why I'm saying. That's why this whole topic is so interesting. There has to be a cutoff mark. You know,
Yes.
it's like there are certain people, there are certain women.
My obviously, I don't
That
want to
is
be
a
that shit.
gynecologist, and she's going to her dad
To be
for
like, yeah,
for examination. I don't know if I would do that.
no.
I wouldn't do it.
That's-
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy,
I
that's
wouldn't
crazy.
do it.
It's
But
like,
then would you
but-
want to go to your best friend as a gynecologist?
No, that it shouldn't be.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, look,
No,
Is
not
it
my-
a girl, gynae?
No, a guy best friend.
that's what I'm saying. If it's a guy, I'll be like, nah.
Go to a random guy.
Think about it. Sure, you're a gynecologist. You have been examining your daughter since she's a teenager.
No. That's fucked
No.
up. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like almost like
That's a bit
already
weird.
incest. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
There has to be.
weird.
That's why I say. That's why there has to be a cutoff
And there has
mark.
to privacy. There has to be
Yeah.
privacy.
Like-
And I think with such topics, it's privacy. Like I love whoever. Like I love my mom. I love my sister. But there's some things that I just don't share with them.
Okay, so let's
I
say,
love the song
let's say
word.
you're married and
Yeah.
your husband is not satisfying you in bed.
I'm not going to my parents.
No. And
I'm going to you guys most probably.
Yes. You tell first. You tell your friends normal stuff,
Yeah.
but then your mom really wants to know why you're acting a certain way, but she really wants to know deep. So you won't tell her like,
No, I would tell her.
but
But I'm very.
exactly.
But I'm a different person. I'm blunt. And I won't go into detail. I keep the facts. I'm like, oh, I'm not
Like, you can-
satisfied.
yeah.
Finish, klar.
Okay, then
End of
your mom
sentence.
asks you, why are you not satisfied? What is
And
he
I-
doing wrong?
And I would say, you would know, right?
No, I don't know.
She'll be like, nah, you're daddy. He packing.
No, why? No, why?
No, I
don't
would say
know.
you can
Please
imagine.
please- no, I cannot imagine.
You can imagine.
No, but what if your mom really can't imagine?
Yeah, but
Okay, maybe she couldn't, and I would just then I'd have to say
Exactly.
you know, because of A, B, and C.
Exactly.
And
So
I
you're
would
still
say,
telling her.
but it's still not detailed.
It's not
we're-
detailed,
we're
no.
having issues in the bedroom section. We are still trying to figure it out. If now mom is pressing harder, what is it not done? I would like, hey, yo, chill.
yeah.
Like, why?
I would
Come on,
say
man.
we can revisit this topic once I feel more comfortable, and that's it.
We should be like, when? I will be never. It doesn't have to be like.
I know. I mean,
I think you.
I'm
now-
definitely not that 100% honest with my parents when it comes to that anyway. So like that won't be me. But if my son or daughter is open to me about it,
How do you expect your children to be open with you if you're not even open with your parents?
no, but that's just the way I know my parents. Because I know my parents.
And you don't know what type of parent you're gonna be.
Yeah, but that's why I said if
Nah, it's too traumatizing for my kid, man.
If we have that kind of relationship and she opens up to me in that type of way, I'll be like interested. Now I would have to think about it in the moment. Like
You would be mad that that's even happening.
No, me
to
too.
her.
I will say that it's interesting, but I will be like, I'm not sharing my shit because I'm just gonna be like, look, whenever it's quiet in the bedroom. So now she's laying in bed like in a, I don't know.
Isn't it? Don't you then
Should we
start
think like-
thinking of your daughter in that way? Isn't it weird?
no, but you're not. It's a very dicey topic.
No, it's not dicey. It's very simple.
It's very dicey.
Let's not talk about it.
There has to be a cutoff mark where you and your parents' life goes in a different section. That's why it's so interesting that your mom said like, that's not the real you. But your mom doesn't know the adult version of Montana. The one that's going through life, the one that's trying to figure it out, the one that's open about speaking about certain topics.
Exactly.
Neither does, I don't know how open your parents are. Like my dad is quite open with a lot of things that he has done, but I personally don't know anything of my mom in that sense.
I don't know anything of my
date?
parents in general.
Who are you dating?
Yeah,
What was going on through your life?
In terms of what? In terms of sexual experiences or in
Like-
terms
like
of like
the-
Just in general.
Just in general.
Because like I would hear stories of, you know, my mom probably traveling or like my dad traveling, for example. And then you see pictures because, you know, back then everyone took pictures and I'd see them with you know, people. And I'm like, was that your boyfriend or your girlfriend? No, just a friend. Can't tip an auntie. Years later, it's like, oh, that was actually my partner. I'm like, you know.
Exactly. So
I would already be honest from the get-go if I had kids. I'd be like, no, this was my first boyfriend.
exactly, and it's cool.
And, you know, dad was the 100th boyfriend, but that's fine.
Cool. No, it's cool, but
that
I mean,
was the 100th boyfriend.
For example,
because you have to,
exactly.
because you have to be honest. You can be like, okay, now, because I think that because we are trying to create this facade of
Perfection.
so that's why kids like kind of like go wayward. You know, your boys are going wayward. Your because there's lies that we tell kids or both genders. I mean, you tell the daughters that be a virgin until marriage, and then it will magically everything happen.
Or your first boyfriend is going
If
to
I
be
have
your
a daughter, I
guy.
will tell her like, look, if you don't have good sex in your relationship, you probably will not stay.
Exactly.
So try and
that's
figure it out.
honest.
But that's what you guys are just saying now. But you're just doing it the other way around.
No, but we're
she
not
came
just-
to meet you.
Yeah, but we're not.
then
No,
you-
but we're not
but it's
detailing.
weird.
I'm not telling her those are the practices that you have. to do.
But you don't have to detail when she comes. You just give her.
Well, that's
like
what
the
we are
generic
saying.
stuff.
That somebody detail
Yeah.
what is going on. Like this is what I'm using. These are the techniques I'm using. Now, that's one thing that you have to figure. That's the thing that you have to figure out by yourself. Now, within the whole process, I will tell my daughter like, you know, do your thing. But there's always a cutoff mark where you have to be like, okay, now you're being promiscuous and now you're being too easy. Same thing I would tell my son. Like, it's cool to have loads of women. It's fun. It is fun. Me, I'm still dreaming of it now.
But now,
But I would tell him like, amongst those girls that you are trying to
fuck boy.
that's cool. Amongst those girls that you are
one.
dating, you should at least have one that could be a wife. Otherwise,
What are you doing?
what the fuck are you doing? You know, this whole sex thing is cool, yeah, but you build with somebody. You should build with somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. If you feel still friends,
Yeah.
because maybe the new generation feel like marriage is not a thing.
This new
I wouldn't even-
generation's a bit messed up in that sense.
I don't think
And
I would be
I'm the
angry
same.
if they said like I don't want to get married. I'm just like, okay, well, cool.
I think I read an article about the new generation. Even though the new generation are exposed to like more stuff in the media about like sex and stuff, they still have the least sex.
Yeah. Yeah, overly saturated, man.
Because they just know about it, but they are more careful about how they
I won't say that they're careful. I think that those people are having sex, but they're not grasping this whole aha moment.
And they don't even have more physical contact with people.
And that's the thing.
It's more of like,
sex is practice.
just the way Montana is having crush from far away. They have
I know. I feel like you're just preaching to me.
They have
From
so many
satellite.
crushes,
Yeah.
but they'll never meet one.
But that's the thing. I think this generation is constantly marketing the wow effect. So if you have it the first time, not only sex or anything, or even just a relationship, and you don't get the sense of this aha and wow effect, you feel like, oh, this shit is not it.
Yeah.
But we know, I think our generation knows, and obviously the previous generation know that look, life is difficult. Some moments. You experience good moments, you experience bad moments, you know. But they just constantly now. I see people like they're getting wedded, and they're so happy. I'm just looking like, man, fuck your wedding. That's just a day, man. The marriage is so important.
Yes.
But
let them be happy on their wedding day.
Of course. But I'm just like, if you guys are not happy, this type of happiness that I'm seeing, that everybody's crying, everybody's going ballistic, and you don't have it in your marriage, you're gonna be very depressed.
Yeah, but
it's just the starting point.
I also have this theory, like most couples or boyfriends and girlfriends that post each other on social media every 2 days.
They're the ones with the worst they're the ones with the problems.
Yeah, they're the least, because they feel like they need to validate their relationship to the world, and then
I hate people that do that shit.
And the annoying thing is like,
but it's cool. I'm still watching
partners that don't have like, they don't have their own identity. So all those kind of couples that every second picture is me and my boyfriend, me and my girlfriend. When they break up, you just see 0 posts because there's no.
No, it is sad. It is sad when you become, too dependent on your partner. It's very sad. I've seen it happen with friends where they've shut their friends out, and then I really know after the breakup you're gonna have no one. Because
I think that for women it's cool, but for a man that's a bitch move, man. I honestly feel like
no, for a girl to do that is also a bitch move.
Yeah, but for women it's
Yeah.
understandable because a woman wants to really be in your skin, you know. Because I always had this, with the first girlfriends that I had, I always had a schedule for them. I'm like, look, it's very, very important for my work to do my work. I need a lot of time for myself.
I believe in that too.
So you do you, but we'll still try and figure out to be together.
Yeah.
But as time progresses, now you spend more time with those people, or with your partner in that sense. But for me, I need time off. Every day
shit to do.
Every day I need my hour time. Yeah, I'm more than just a husband. Now, husband is part of the thing.
No, I think after the whole lovey-dovey phase like fades away, then you're like, okay, who am I now? But if you're still constantly with that person, engaged,
that's why I don't.
That's why heartbreak.
I know it's difficult. I don't think I could redo the whole dating phase again.
Nice, it's messed up.
Because I'm already past. I'm just like, oh, this is just chemical reactions making me feel like, it's so super.
You're ready to grow and to grow with someone and build something.
Yeah,
of course. What you are doing.
I prefer the constant, the static. I don't like the extremes anymore. Like, I feel like you're the greatest person. I don't want that. I just want to feel like you're okay.
Yeah, but that's fine as long as it works.
You're okay.
But that's a good segue to the word of the day.
Word on the street.
Or word on the street.
Montana, this is the craziest word on the street. This is probably the best video of
I posted it. I reposted
2023.
I don't always watch your things.
Huh?
Yeah, that's fine. But I feel like there are most of my things you can't relate with.
I can't, and there's a lot of Nigerian things that happen. So really I just go next.
But this one, I hope you can relate with this one.
Yeah.
I remember you sent me something in the week and I couldn't relate.
Yeah, you couldn't relate. But this one,
I think it's kind of like a challenge that is currently happening where we just get into it,
I'm more intrigued about the female perspective.
Yeah. That's
but I always have a different perspective.
Yeah, that's why you're the one that's going to
I can see. Yeah.
I know that you hate me. My life is
Actually, man, I don't even believe you're a Nigeria girl.
I can't pause you.
No,
Like,
my
if your parents
Montana
really
needs to
train
know
you
what
well.
the point of view is.
You rejected a Nigerian man. I remember watching this, but only the bit. I can't believe. Okay, I've heard the small bit and I just left.
Okay,
let's see.
I'll try to go back.
I know that you hate me.
And has it happened to you before?
Actually, man, I don't even believe you're a Nigeria girl. Like, if your parents really train you well, I don't believe like this is a Nigerian that live with their parents, that the parents train them well. Like, your parents have a lot of job to do. Maybe like your prostitution life or your prostitution thinking is all over your brain, that you look yourself so high or whatever, high class. You're not even high class. You're just a normal girl, like a normal girl. Like, you are just okay as a girl. You understand? If you want the high class girls, I can come and drive you. I can take you to my friends that they are girls. You see high class girls, man. You know, you're just like, man, a cheap rat, though. You know, I didn't even like, okay, fine. I just like this girl because she's Nigerian and I like her. You know, that is the reason why I'm calling you, or I'm like, it's not like there's anything special, man. If you want to talk about fuck, I fuck like Americans, like Brazilians, like Puerto Rico, like I fuck different. Like when I go to London, go to the US, like I fuck girls. You're not even one of their class. You understand?
What a cheek.
Do you understand the context?
No, she probably just rejected him and now he's like so pissed.
Yeah.
Sometimes men just need to have a reality check, and who does he think he is to deliver something like that? It's just one rejection. Just move on. Who does he think he is to say stuff like that? So what if I am Nigerian? So what if I am the same culture as you? Do you think I need to bend over backwards for you?
Men and the entitlement.
Exactly. It's the audacity for me, and men need a big reality check.
This guy
and I,
vexed Montana. Oh yeah,
and
Montana,
I-
speak your truth.
Speak.
I'm so happy that I'm in this generation where we also sometimes feel the need to put men more in their place, and I think it needs to be done more often. For men like that, he needs to be put in his place. And like, it's not okay to speak to anyone like that. Like, someone rejects me, I won't say, oh, because, you know, you think you like this and like this and like this. I mean, it's happened to me before where I've just like, no, not in that. It wasn't as hectic, but you know, like, for example, in South Africa, if I like say, no, okay, it's fine, you know, then they're like, oh, because you think you like this and you like this and you like this.
Swayze, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you're saying. And it's like, no, I just don't like you. Just, I have my reasons, you know. And if a guy rejects me, I won't go off and send him a disgusting message like that.
Maya, can you relate to that guy?
I can relate. Like I said, I can, because I'm a Gemini. I see both sides. Gem and I. So I understand the woman's point of view.
But before you start, let's just, what that guy said is absolutely not okay.
It's not okay.
That's
No.
like-
We can't condone it.
That's like the lowest of the lowest. Like,
normally,
But
normally,
it happens so often.
and that's a problem. Normally, you think those things, but
Yeah.
you don't
You
send
don't
them
say
out. Okay, because now let me give you another POV from his standpoint. Yeah. Let's just.
But do you think just because we're the same culture and we're the same,
It has-
whatever you got
no.
easy
The culture-
access?
This has nothing to do with the culture.
There's nothing
now.
to do with the
So
culture.
let's remove the Nigerian.
Exactly. It's
Let's
just
remove
about
the
rejecting men in
It's
general.
just a rejection now.
So in his mind, he's just like, you know what? Let me just talk to this girl. You know, she's not my type, but look, let me just see what I got.
But that was already his own problem. It was his fault. You lowered your
Yes and
standards.
no.
Don't be mad at the girl now because she
Definite-
just doesn't like you back.
Definitely. But the thing is, women do this too.
Yeah.
There are certain situations where you reject a woman, but
Okay, I get
Wait,
it. And then she'll
yeah,
say,
and then she'll
but
be
you're
like-
not even 6'1",
you'll be like,
so I lowered
she's-
my standards.
It's not
Okay.
even all that anyways. I was just trying. And then they'll lower the guy to the point, but it's
Okay, no, it does happen.
sides.
Yes.
It's both
It
No,
happens
it
on
does
both sides. It
happen.
happens on
Yeah.
both genders. But the
It's just
funny
that
thing
women
is,
don't go that extreme of saying, yeah, prostitutes, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. So what was happening from his POV is just like, you know what? Normally, the type of women that I talk to are way better than you, and they don't treat me like the way you're treating me. Because one thing that we only heard is like she only pinpointed out what he was doing.
Yeah, no.
But you don't understand. Maybe she was making it very, very difficult for him to kind of like get to know her. So, and he's just thinking to himself.
So,
like,
you think you have a one-way ticket into my soul?
That's why I said no, and at the same time, yes. Because normally, if I'm trying to get to know you, just let me know from the get-go, like, I don't like you. It's cool. Because this is definitely not the first text.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. No.
So she was probably playing games, and he's now thinking to himself,
I believe
like,
it not playing any games.
Thank
so
you.
I understand how he is frustrated. I get it. And I also don't like it. I hate stringing people along and doing that whole thing. It's
and
just
that's what makes him. That's what got him angry, because he's now thinking to himself, like, normally I am out there in the streets doing it with bigger and better than you.
No, I don't.
And you are making me feel
I don't
this
even
way.
think she there was any stringing along. She blatantly rejected him in many ways. And he felt like okay, let's say I have maybe I've had sex with better looking girls, or I've dated better looking girls. So I'm maybe trying to, try something different.
Give back to the less fortunate.
Yeah. Maybe to him, the girl is a 5 or a 6, and he has had 9s or 10s, whatever. So it's more of the entitlement. It's like thinking, if, let's say, Beyonce has been in my DMs and I'm blah, blah, blah. So who are you to reject me?
Yes.
I think that's where
at the same time, like, have you ever...
Who are you to think so highly of yourself?
Have you ever kind of like, approached a girl that's not your type just because we're just like, let me just give her some good time, and she rejected you?
The thing is...
Yes.
And how did that feel?
No, I won't say reject.
But she was just like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, but that's why I don't do that. Like, I only go for women that...
Who like you?
Yeah, I like...
No, it's not about liking. It's the woman that you have to like them first.
No, so like, I go for women that I like first, but I also have to get the feeling that there's some kind of like attraction back. I don't go for blatantly, I don't shoot my shot on the... So I could shoot my shot easy without knowing any background information. But once I see that there's like, I'm not sure there's that 100% a back off. I don't do... It was back in the days that you tried to know. Not anymore. I don't have time to do nonsense. Like, you try. Maybe... And so I don't consistently try. I give it a space. If I really like you like that, and you're not that interested, after a couple of months, I might be like, hey, what's up? Maybe something has changed. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't be like, you reject me now, and I'm still trying to boom, boom, boom.
No, we'll never do that.
No, that's that. So I think it has happened to me, but when that happened to me, I just laugh. I'm just like, okay,
it's cool.
This
just
is actually very stupid. But yeah.
Through that video, it also just reminds me of how many times, for example, I'm possibly approached and then man will hit on me and I'm so scared to reject him because then they have outbursts like that. And then I will always let off a man so easy. No, like I'm so sweet, where I just think to myself, I don't even want anything to do with you.
You have to do it harsh though, because if you do it sweet, it's like...
No, but then we're scared that,
Yeah, I know.
That happens, and it happens.
I don't agree with like dealing with it in the harsh way, because like you could really knock someone's confidence off.
Bro, what the fuck do you have to care about? You can't always be
Women we're taught to always cater for men's problems and their feelings too.
That's not fair on a woman's partner, because
it's really not fair.
I feel like, because if a woman tells me now, I'm not interested because of the way she's saying it, and then because she's so gallantly and doing it so soft, I might be like, okay, not today. Maybe she's in a rush or something. I might think, maybe let me try tomorrow. Yeah. But you have to let me know, look, I really don't want this. I really don't like you. You're not my type.
But you don't have to be aggressive, or you don't have to be harsh about it.
I don't think it's...
When you say harsh, I'm thinking of like... There was one video you sent, like blatant disrespect.
No, it's not that disrespect. There's no need for disrespect, but I'm just like...
oh, you think you're my type? Who are you? Like,
No.
That's what I'm thinking of.
For me, it's just like...
I always just say, no, thank you.
I would say direct, not harsh.
I just say it very nicely. you, and I continue with my day.
No, I'm just okay. Like, you're not my type. You know what I'm looking for. Blah blah.
Because trust
Cool.
me, women take this thing more personal than men. Women don't know how to take rejection.
Of course not. But it's cool. Yeah. But what are we supposed to do now?
Women don't know. So I feel like, okay, I'm speaking for guys now, which is weird. I'm a guy, but like I feel like it takes a lot for a guy to just walk up to a girl and be like, okay, I like you. It's not that easy. Not
It's
all
not
guys
easy,
are
but that
built
doesn't
like
mean that doesn't mean that you should get a participation trophy.
No. You're not getting. But if you're not interested, just say, okay, nicely, I'm not interested. If it's then persistent, then do it your own way. But the first approach shouldn't be like,
Some guys,
who are you?
some men don't deal with niceties. They feel like no is a yes.
yeah.
That's the problem. Because some men are just like, nah.
Maybe at some point.
At some point, they'll be like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get you. I told you I don't want you. Now she has to get aggressive. I told you nicely, you don't want to listen. You're constantly still annoying me.
But then that's fair. But like, if the initial approach is always like aggressive, then I wouldn't.
To be fair, just do it. For me personally, just do it the way you want to do it. For me, a no is a no. Even when it's a yes, make it easy for me to get to know you. Even though you like when you're acting like stoosh. Nah, look, I don't like. We don't need to challenge ourselves in this.
Yeah, for me, when I'm dating someone and it's getting so hard, like I'm just turned off. I'm like, next, like I can't be bothered.
Life is difficult.
Do you know why I do that right now? Is because there's one idiot in her DM that she's crushing on.
And she makes it very easy for him.
She makes it very easy for
Very
him. So
easy.
I'm just the story time
No,
for our friends.
Montana, you're laughing.
Nah,
but
but it's true. I'm just the story time for our friend. Every hard girl, there's always a guy that she's simping for.
Definitely.
So guys, stop doing this thing like, oh, I would do. No, if she doesn't like you, she will never like you. A girl that doesn't like you,
She'll make it hard.
She will make it hard, and she will never see the good thing that you are doing.
You have to
See,
really
you might-
prove yourself to her.
You don't have to. Prove
A relationship
shit
has to
anymore.
be serviceful
It
on
shouldn't
both
be
ends.
that hard to get to know someone. You don't even need any weird pick-up lines. I saw the bloom. No, how are you is enough sometimes.
I agree. I think if both parties like each other, it will just flow really easy and naturally. And if it isn't, if it's taken quite a while, and
That's an advice for all the men out there. Don't chase.
girls,
for
your
some-
advice too.
For some women, yeah. To one guy, they'll be like, I don't like flowers. Why are you bringing me flowers? I told you don't bring flowers.
Obviously, if her guy brings
then
a flower,
our bride brings flowers. Oh, he's the cutest in the world. But she'll never say that
Yeah,
guy is
yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
She'll be like, oh no, he's being pushy. No.
that's very
But
true.
that's one thing I realized quite early enough, because people know how men are. They're trying to give other young guys like, oh, this is the game. This is how you do it.
There's no sometimes.
There is no game because I could see in my sphere back then, like some men that had it very easy, and for them in their mind, they are thinking that they have game. I'm just like, nah.
You're
She
just
just likes you.
You're just in a bracket where
She
things are
likes
just
you.
easy for
She
you.
just likes you.
So anything that you say is just
Yeah.
it just gold to your
She
ears.
just likes you.
that's true.
And I don't look. I don't want to overwork myself. I'm not overworking myself to get a bit. Nah, definitely not. Because there are other places in this life where I have to actually perform. And I shouldn't be performing in a place where it shall actually be my refuge or my place of safety or
And
home.
to be fair, the reason why I stopped doing that is because like I've been with like a woman where like she would tell me about the guys that are constantly disturbing her. So in my mind, I'm like,
she doesn't respect you.
she'll be telling me that
come, she doesn't
no,
respect you.
wait, not me. She'll be telling me about the guys that are constantly disturbing her, doing more for her
Mm-hmm.
than I'm not even doing shit, but she's giving me 100% attention. This guy that is doing
Oh, so
heaven and
so
earth
you're the
for
guy
her.
on you're the guy
So
on the receiving end.
I'm the guy getting the good stuff, but in my mind, when girls do that, I'm like, I hope I'm never this guy that this girl is talking about to another girl.
Yeah.
Because
you're addicted to somebody.
yeah, see,
You're addicted to
for
somebody.
every woman, there's always a bad guy and a good guy in the story. So yeah,
It's
so
true.
try. You cannot please everyone.
No.
Sometimes you'll be good, sometimes you'll be bad, and that's why.
Sometimes a little bit the good, sometimes a
and
little bit the
sometimes
bad.
a little bit the bad.
A little bit the shit.
And then that's why you always have to pray that the people that you like
Like
you
you,
too.
man,
And
yeah.
if the people that you like don't like you, change
And
your
even you
preference.
yourself,
Change
even
your
you,
preference
no, but even
and
you yourself,
pick it.
don't make it hard for them because there's no need. You don't need.
It's not that hard.
I won't come on to be like you need to always cook 5-star meals. I don't want to kill you, man. Every now and then you cook for me.
And do you know
Or
what? I
service
feel
food,
like
like-
some men too have fucked up the game.
If
Let me tell you why.
we start this, we're never gonna end this. pod.
No, let's end it. How many minutes?
We're in an hour in.
let's just end it like this. So men have fucked up the game. They have put some certain girls on some pedestals that are not supposed to be. So now, everything that those girls want now, because this guy that they don't like is doing shit for them. So they already like, there are certain, I know this sounds mean here, there are certain people that don't deserve certain things.
That's true. Your beauty is a commodity. The problem is that they are, let's make it specific. Corny dudes, like we call them corny in a classical sense of society. You know, those guys that are scientists or IT, those geeks.
That's
Victor feels.
Victor's not a classic.
I think I work with IT guys are not like this. They don't do. I don't know which
the ones that they're portraying now. No. So those guys will find a babe that is okay.
But then they'll make her.
But they'll make her like they'll do everything for her. Now in her head she's like, I'm the shit.
Now she thinks she's a baddie. She's not.
There's so many women that will not even die for.
There's some women that are not supposed to not be in VIP soccer in the booth of stadium, but they are there.
Yeah.
So now, that's same thing with guys too.
Look, as a trophy wife, you need to polish the trophy. Some women you can't polish the trophy. It's difficult to be a trophy wife.
It sounds mean, but unfortunately,
no, it's not mean. It's just what it is.
We've been in situations where we think, okay, this girl is good looking, okay, is okay looking. But then expectations from a guy, you are thinking, is she living in another planet? This guy that you want normally don't want you. Guys too have that too. There are certain guys.
No, just look.
And sometimes it has happened to me. Like there are certain caliber of women that I'll be like, and that's why in your mind, before I speak to a woman, I need to kind of find out, like, have like an expectation of what kind of guys does she like. If I'm not a normal type or like,
but how would you know by just seeing her?
Nah, you can't. There's some energy that you get.
Can you see the energy that I give off without knowing me?
Yeah.
You can kind of figure it out. Like,
look, do you know how you know if a woman really likes you? There's two types of. Obviously, there's the first impression that you have. The first impression is like she can't really take her eyes off of you. She thinks she's slick about it. Like, I'm not looking, but you can't like say, if you're not stupid, if you're
indirectly direct.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the first one. I mean, everybody understands that.
Yeah.
The second time, like you can really feel like, okay, woman likes is like when you're having multiple interactions with her, and she's kind of like changing her way that she sees, that she thinks of you. Because sometimes I'm really not your type,
and she's eager.
But then we're having a conversation. You're just like, I didn't know you're like this. Yeah. And I know guys, you look at them, you'll be like, this is my type. And then I know guys, you'll be like, this guy, if I just see a picture of him, he's never my type. Yeah. But once he starts talking to you, it's like,
It's happened to me, yeah.
You're actually sexy. Your mind is sexy.
And sometimes you take the risk. You be like, okay, fuck it. I don't know if she likes me, but then you speak and then you be like,
you just need to go off of feedback.
This will take so long.
That's why I always say go off of feedback, you know? Because as a man, you know, like, okay, I don't really attract this type of wow effect. Maybe I'm the second type of guy that, I have to talk to women, and that's how they kind of like start to like me.
And another advice for girls, because you heard me, I'm some type of way with lady A, lady B, lady C, and you think I'm going to be like that with you. No.
It's impossible.
Guys are not the same with every girl. Guys are not the same.
I think that's a more.
Guys are not the same.
That's the thing that is changing now.
Guys are not the same with
guys used to be the same with every girl, but that's the thing that is changing now. Because what I've learned about the past few weeks is that women, sounds very harsh now, women don't give this guy the same type of sexual treatment. Some guys should kiss.
Yeah, diet dick. Or diet
exactly.
Pussy. Yeah.
But men don't do the same thing. Men are always like, I need to perform no matter how she looks. Yeah. And that's what causes a problem.
Yeah.
Because you should actually, the one that is not deserving of you should just get the medium.
But why are you having sex with you're not going to give you full premium stuff?
But yeah. No, I mean, just for the street's sake.
I can never add on to this conversation because I'm not in the streets.
No, because as a man, you always want to overly perform. But why though? Why do you always have to overly perform?
Fair enough.
Women don't overly perform as well. They're sometimes just lazy. Like, just take it from the side. Just take whatever you can get. So why don't you do the same? Why do you feel like you always have to be a Superman?
Yeah, that's true.
No, but women also feel the need that they have to
Only to
overperform.
certain guys. Women are very, very selective of who gets what. There are some guys, they get the full package, the full stuff, but there's one, no kissing. Or maybe they're giving, and then... And there's one that they want to be 100% freaky for.
Yeah.
And same thing with guys.
Those are the men that never marry.
Guys.
They never marry that guy. They never marry that guy.
And I've heard stories like, oh, this guy spends money. I heard he spends money. But with me, he never spent anything. It's because he didn't like you like that. It's true.
Montana,
It's true.
what's the advice for the ladies before we get off this pod?
My advice is put men in their places a bit more. That's all I gotta say.
Nuanced. But yeah.
Yeah,
But like, you know, with the example of this man rejecting.
You should never speak to a girl like that, to be fair.
Yes.
That's
Or
crazy.
to anyone like that.
To anyone like that, like,
You're too proud though. For the guy that said this is what you end up in a men's group chat. You post a picture, we'll rinse her.
Now you'll be like, oh, who did she thinks.
Then we'll figure out who is the guy that is yamming her.
And then
you let it slide.
Yeah, you feel like,
But don't go when you're emotional.
nah, don't respond when you're.
Don't respond.
That's one thing that
Yeah.
I've learned. When
Don't
you're
respond.
emotional, don't.
you'll say things that you regret.
Because you don't know if you might come around.
Yeah.
Stay, it could be like a boomerang.
Mm.
And then when she's around, then you let her know, like, I didn't like the way you treated me.
And there's one thing that I'm trying not to like meet people online anymore.
I hate it. Yeah, no, same.
People are too proud online.
Do you know why? Because I feel like sometimes you see someone online and you're like, let me just see. But then you see them in real life, you're just like, waste. I still believe in this organic, like, meeting people. I feel like
I
that's what
also
I'm...
do.
Says the IT guy. Guys,
I really...
we have to stop now, otherwise...
Yeah, let's... But it was a nice
it
episode.
was nice, it was emotional.
We
Like
had fun.
always. We talked about parents. I cut
yes.
off Mark.
Yes.
Then went into what is happening on the streets. Guys, thank you for watching.
And our fans in South Africa, we're coming for you. We're going to announce it next week. We have a correspondent coming to serve you. Maybe we'll have like a live show in Cape Town.
Imagine.
Same.
We are coming for you, literally, actually. Yeah, like,
Guys,
Bye.
comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, with your pastor, with everybody. Bye.
bye.